Every time my boss told me to seal the truck, I only pretended to do it. In reality, I'd just slip the seal into my sleeve. Halfway through, I'd unload 2 beef legs, then reseal the truck like nothing happened. When I got to the destination, I'd bribe the guys at unloading and storage. That way, I could sneak into the warehouse, shuffle things around, and no one would ever notice 2 legs missing. But greed only grows. This time, when I opened the truck, it was completely empty.
What the fuck is this? Tony,
What the fuck is this, Frank?
I don't know. I don't load the truck. The loaders are supposed to load the truck. Maybe they didn't do their work. I don't
You
know.
didn't realize you were driving a light horse?
No, I decided nothing. It felt fine.
Oh, come on, Frank. Come on.
I'm telling you, I got stupid. I just don't know what happened. I don't know. Maybe some.
I tried to pin it on the warehouse guys, but that excuse didn't fly. I was about to face a lawsuit from the supplier until someone introduced me to a lawyer. And here's the crazy part. With his help, I actually won this impossible case.
I'm dismissing this case with a warning.
Yes, Your Honor.
No, not you, Mr. Sharon. You bring another working man before this court with threats instead of evidence? Believe me, you'll be sorry. If I owned stock in this company, I would sell it.
To celebrate, he took me to a restaurant. That's when I met the man who would change my life, Russell. Russell had his hands in everything. All the big shots in town were connected to him.
You wanted to bribe a judge? You asked Russell. You want to promote one of your guys? Russ would tell you you could or you could not. You want to make somebody disappear? You got to get Russell's permission.
You tell my friend I'm happy to.
You'd never know it by looking at this guy, but all roads led back to Russ.
And me, bold but careful, I quickly earned his trust. He started handing me small jobs, collecting debts, roughing people up, running errands, and honestly, I was good at it. The more I did, the more ruthless I became. Not long after my 3rd daughter was born, Russell himself showed up at her baptism. Every big name in town was there, and for me, that was a huge honor. Wanting to make more money for my family, I took on a side job, blow up a rival laundry business. I scoped it out during the day, then prepped a Molotov for the night. But just as I was about to act, a colleague pulled me aside, straight to Russell. And there he was, along with a local mob boss. They asked me what I was up to. I confessed about the laundry job, not knowing the place actually belonged to that boss. He was ready to have me killed. If it weren't for Russell stepping in, I wouldn't be alive. From then on, I worked for Russell with everything I had, not for the money, but out of respect. Then one day, Russell said he wanted me to meet someone. It was Jimmy, the president of the U.S. Truckers Union, one of the most powerful men in America. The public loved him as much as Elvis or the Beatles.
If you got it, a truck brought it to us. The day our trucks stop, America stops.
But behind that shining image, Jimmy was knee deep in shady business. He controlled billions in pension funds, a gold mine for the mob. If you couldn't get a bank loan, you went to Jimmy's union and the mob's casinos. They depended on it. Jimmy gave them money. They gave him power. And Russell was his backbone. Now, Russell placed me right by Jimmy's side, so I could help control the union from within.
Can you come to Chicago tomorrow?
Yes, I can, sir.
All right, then. See you then.
I didn't let him down. The first thing I did in Chicago was take out his rival's taxi fleet. Jimmy loved my style. We clicked instantly. And from then on, I was his most trusted guy. Every trip, every deal, he brought me along. I solved his problems, earned his loyalty, and soon even our families grew close. My daughter adored Jimmy. She wore his badge to school, telling everyone about the great things he did for truckers.
You have it? A truck brought it to you. This is what Mr. Hoffa says. He's the president of the Teamsters Union with over 1 million members. They all support him because they have steady jobs, great pay, and a pension for when they retire. And because of Mr. Hoffa, workers have medical insurance for when they get sick and know when they retire, they're not going to go hungry.
Meanwhile, with mob backing, Kennedy won the presidency. That was Russell's doing too. But for Jimmy, things went downhill fast, because during the election, he had openly supported Nixon, even donated $500,000 to his campaign. Now Kennedy was in office. He put his brother in charge of the Justice Department. From then on, Jimmy's life turned into non-stop investigations, relentless hearings, phones tapped day and night. They wanted one thing, to nail him and throw him in prison. It was a battle of power, and we were right in the middle of it.